YouTube, hi! I'm actually doing an intro for you for once. Isn't that nice? It's your favorite Caplet, unless I'm not, in which case don't tell me. Anyway, we're smash or passing the letters of the alphabet. Yes, really. Both capital and lowercase. That's it. I made a nice little tier list thing in an art program so that I can rank them. This will be the definitive smash or pass for the alphabet, and if you disagree with me, I mean, actually, do comment. I was gonna say don't say anything. Do comment. It'll help me. Anyway, I do all the YouTube stuff, but I don't care. Follow me on Twitch. Okay. Hi YouTube, we're back. Before we get properly into it, let's have a disclaimer. We have the smash category, obvious. The pass category, obvious. That's a baby category. Not all. If I was just gonna say, oh, all the lowercase letters are a baby, there'd be no point in this. I should just do the capital letters. That's not what being a little letter does not automatically equate to that's a baby. Okay. That's my disclaimer. This is mostly going to be letters like C, where it's the same letter but small. It's like A, that's a different letter. That's a different guy. That's a different guy, gender neutral. That's a different person. C, that's capital letter C's baby pictures. You know, if that does this make sense to anyone other than me? It doesn't matter. This is my tier list. Anyway, we can go in alphabetical order if we want. We can do capitals and then lowercase, or we can do like each letter's capital and lowercase, which is I think how I'm gonna do this. So that, you know, I can just, if I make segments in the video, I can just go, here's A, here's B. Anyway, A, strong start, smash. And that's like a strong smash. A, I had this thought yesterday when I was like, do I actually know what I'm going to say when I rank these letters? Yes. A is, listen, A, the capital letter A would take care of you. Am I wrong? You're going to look at me and tell me that I'm wrong. It's a strong letter. It's got structure. It's got a nice, like, you know, it's got the shape of, like, it's structured. It will stand tall. It'll take care of you. It'll take care of you. It's great. I love the letter A. This won't always be important for my rankings, but I do like this, like, sounds associated with the letter A, like A, I, like that kind of sound. The letter A is great. I name a lot of characters names that start with A because I like how they sound. Anyway, all of that to say, I'm a big fan of the letter A in general, and also, like, okay, if we just talk aesthetics, right? It's very like angular, right? Maybe that's not your type. For me, usually not my type either, but A is just, it's strong, it's got the, like, you know, the middle line, which makes me think of, like, oh, you know, like that's protection, right? Don't take that, wait, not like that. Like, it'll protect you, you know? The letter A, it cares about you. It'll protect you. Listen. Also, I said this before on pausing the recording. I out into the ether, I asked what the hottest letter was, and someone said the letter A, so at least one person agrees with me. Okay? All right. Now, lowercase A. Oh, you know, I was gonna say pass, because lowercase A doesn't really do it for me. But I'm mostly thinking about A as, like, oh my god, I need a new layer. Hold on. Okay. I'm mostly thinking about A as, like, this shape. This shape is very pretty, but it's not a smash, you know? Like, I like this shape. It is not a smash. As for this shape for A, I think I like it even less. Honestly, I think I like it even less. It doesn't do it for me. I usually like round shapes, but I think it's too structured while still being round. You know? Like, it's not round, it's not structured. It doesn't feel like it'll care about you. It feels very selfish. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm fancy and I'm cool. I'm the only letter that's, like, significantly different depending on how you write letters, you know? Like, most of the time, you write a letter, it's gonna mostly look similar to how other people write it, unless you're writing, like, in cursive or whatever. A is like, I'm cool, and I need to look different, and I'm just not about that, you know? It's a pass, but it's like, it can be, like, a high pass. Like, the high passes are like, oh, I would think about it. Whereas, like, the low passes are like, I wouldn't even consider, you know? It's not even on my purview. Am I gonna get 3 hours of content out of this? I don't know. Okay. Now, B, we know, right? Like, B is honestly, like, a middle ground for me. And I'll get to that later when I, you know, start ranking more letters. But, come on. We all know B has to be a smash. It's boob, it's butt. No matter what your preference is, it's got you. It's soft, but it's also, like, an easy choice, you know? Like, if we're talking letters of the alphabet, it's the obvious answer. It's the answer where you're like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but, like, come on, be a little more creative, right? Like, of the hear me outs for the letters of the alphabet, this one's like, whatever. I don't have that much to say about B. It's, like, fine. You know, it's passable. I'd say yes, but, like, it's not a high smash. Like, it's like a, you know, sure, right? But it's soft. It's got that, like, soft, like, cushiony shape. So I get it. Anyway, I hate the letter C. Sorry. C is, like, such a neutral letter, but, like, it just looks painful, right? It doesn't look attractive, and also I have personal beef with the letter C, so it gets, like, a low pat. Like, it's like, I'm not even thinking about it. And then obviously lowercase c, that's a baby. That's just the baby version of the letter C. I forgot about the I forgot about the lowercase b. Whoops. Lowercase b, honestly, would. I'll say it. It's the smash. It's like B, but worse, though, so it gets, like, a low smash, you know? It's not great, but you know, I'm not against it. The letter D is a pass. The uppercase D, capital letter D, is just B, but, like, not as good. No, you know what? You know what? Yeah, it's B, but it's not as good, so we get, like, it can get a smash, but, like, it's not as attractive, you know? Like, I'd have to think about it, right? Like I just did. I have to think about it a little bit. You may be thinking why there's so much space, because I know I'm going to put letters in between, because they are going to get a higher rating. Lowercase d is it's just B, but backwards, you know? There's 2 more letters that are going to end up in this place. Actually, no, there's 1 more, because I have something to say about Q, but yeah, that's just, you know, that's just whatever, right? They get the same ranking. E would, absolutely. The letter E can get it. Maybe not that high, but yes, absolutely, E is a smash. Listen, it's got basically all the same things that A has going for it. The only problem is it's not as pretty. Like, it's not as attractive. E, like, take everything I said about A, you can apply that to E, except for, like, shape language wise, the square shapes are not as hot as the angular shape. Like, it's like straight up, you know, a square. The letter A, it's got some style, you know? It's got style. E, not really. It's less stylish, but it is still, you know, I still think it'd take care of you, it'd support you, it'd be, you know, it'd be good to you, right? But it's just not as hot as the letter A. Am I wrong? If you think E is hotter than the letter A, you know, live your best life. I just can't agree with that. As for lowercase e, I honestly think it's hotter than uppercase E. I'm gonna say it. Maybe it's just I like the round shape. I said it before. Now, I don't think it'd take care of you as much. Like, this is more if you want to take care of someone else, right? In that way. But like the lowercase e, it's very pretty. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased because I like the letter E, like, not in that way. But I think it's like, it's very pretty. I like the letter E. I think I like lowercase e more than uppercase E. Like, yeah, it's a lot softer, it's a lot less structured. None of the stuff I say about A and E really applies to lowercase e, but it does it for me, you know? It's pretty, it feels elegant in a way. Maybe not in this particular font, but like, you write a lowercase e and it's like, it's very like smooth way of writing it versus uppercase E where it's all angles. You gotta stop at every possible place, you know? You see my vision? F is a pass. That is just E, but if it was worse, you know? Like, if E is like A, but like not as pretty, F is just E, but like not as hot. So like, why would you choose F if A and E exist, right? Right? And for that's Z. Whoops. For lowercase f, honestly, same thing. It's not as hot. Honestly, you know what? Because it's less like, because it looks less like either of the E's, I think F is a little bit higher than its uppercase counterpart. But that's it. I don't have that much to say on most of the passes because it's just like self-evident, right? I don't have to justify anything. Anyway, G. Yes, would. Whoops. Would move over. Thank you. G needs to go in its proper place. There it goes. The letter G is my hear me out. Specifically. What a time for the fucking merchant song from Fragile Dreams to show up. I'm playing the Fragile Dreams Farewell Ruins of the Moon soundtrack in the background just so that there's sound. What a time for this song. Really like Moonlight, you're a clown. But hear me out. This is my weirdest hear me out. This is not even related to this tier list, like in real life. This is my weirdest hear me out, is specifically the letter G, not in this font, but in, like Arial. Wait, come on. In Arial? But bolded? Yes, that is my hear me out. That is my ultimate hear me out. Look at him. Look at him. He's... The music is taunting me, but I know, I see the vision. Do you not see the vision? This is beauty. This is grace. This is a kind lover. This is the hear me out. I can't explain the letter G. I can't do it. This, listen, it's got the round shapes that I'm all about, but it's also got some angular structure in a way that doesn't feel awkward. Like with B, this structure doesn't really feel necessary. D, this structure doesn't feel, and then with like E, the structure is too square. This is elegance, but like it'll still take care of you, right? Yeah, that's where that ends. That's all I have to say about that. Lowercase g, honestly, yes. I think lowercase g is higher than E completely. It's probably under the letter A. Like, the letter A is just too hot, you know? This G, I don't know why it has, like, it's, like, flat cut off here, but, like, the lowercase g is okay. Maybe not in this particular font, but, like, it's generally, like, fine. But, yeah, I think A beats it out, but it's better than E over here, because E is fancy. Like, E thinks it's better than you. Lowercase g does not think it's better than you. It's like we're on equal playing field, you know? It's never gonna, like, be like, oh, I'm too good for you, you know? But it probably is actually too good for you, but it's not gonna say that, you know? H, I was gonna say smash, but you know what? I think H is a pass. I think uppercase H, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, it's one of those where it's like, if you're gonna go for H, you might as well go for A, you know? You know, it's just like A, but not as hot. Again, same with, like, E, but, like, H has the disadvantage of being, like, extremely similar in shape to A. Like, all you have to do is put these lines at an angle, and then you have A, and it doesn't make as nice a sound. It's got the ha ha sound versus the ah. Like, it's not as pretty of a sound, you know? Which is, like, one of the few times I think the sound the letter makes has a disadvantage. I don't think H is as good. Hi, Bremy. Welcome in. Hello. Am I wrong? Are you an H defender? Would you smash H? I just don't think it's as hot. I think if you think H is hot, you might as well go for A. Who would, like, take care of you, right? H isn't gonna take care of you. You know? I just think H isn't as good isn't as pretty. It's not as attractive. Like, why would I go for H when A exists? And if I'm like desperate, if A is too good for me, E exists, you know? Just doesn't make any sense. Lowercase h is a baby to me. I know that it's not like the exact same shape as H, but this, as like its uppercase letter, as a capital H, it's not like the same shape. I won't smash. Psh, okay, coward. Anyway, yeah, this one just has the vibes of like that's a child. You know, I can't look at that one and be like, I can't even consider it. Sorry. See, here's the thing. Most fonts I can find on here have I like this, right? But if we really want to talk about it, oh my god, the numbers. If we really want to talk about where the heck, hold on, where did that layer go that I was writing on earlier? Hello? There it is. Come with me, and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Okay. Okay, so if we look at the letter I, if it was this shape, you know, this kind of shape, that's what I want to talk about. Because this shape is a smash. This version of the uppercase letter I, that is a smash. You know? This, like, it's just a line, is that's a pass. That's like way down here, you know? But this is purely a font problem and not a, like, the actual letter. It's a smash. It's, in fact, it's better than B for me. It's, I don't know. I can't explain this one. Like some of the others. There we go. Like, we'll have to make it bigger though. I wish it had more of a line. Which, this is me trying to find a font that shows off its potential properly. Hold on. Come on, you can do better than that. Sure, why not? Okay. See, this shape is a smash, you know? Maybe not that big, though. Okay. I just need you to see the vision, right? It's better than B. I didn't need to move that. Lowercase I is a baby. Sorry. Anyway. J? Pass. But, see, okay, here's the problem with J for me. It's the letter that my dad's name starts with. So, like, this is not an objective point of view. This is purely because I can't do that. I can't with the letter J. We're gonna have similar issues with the letter K, but I think, like, as a letter, objectively, it's probably, for most people, it's gonna be up here. For me, no, I can't do it. And then lowercase, that's a baby. Same with lowercase k, that's a baby, because it's just the same shape as uppercase K, which also is a pass. Now, here's the thing, structurally, I think K, you could make a good argument for, you know, but I can't. I can't do it, so, pass. L! Now, L? Would. Sorry, move out of the way, all of you. You move over here. There we go. L. Yes. Look at it. Look at the letter L. And you may be thinking, but it doesn't have, like, all of the advantages of the other letter. Shut up. Listen, look at this. Look at this. It's like, look at the shape. It's like a lap you can sit in. Right? Are you gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Are you gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? Look at it. Look at the letter L and tell me you wouldn't. But lowercase L is a baby. Sorry. It doesn't... See, lowercase L doesn't even get the advantage of, like, an uppercase I, where, like, depending on how you write it, it's a different... That's just a baby. It's just a line. That... What are you gonna do with that? Wrong? What am I wrong about, huh? You think the letter L isn't hot? You already said you wouldn't smash letters, so, like, I can't trust your opinion on this, right? And you're gonna be like, well, it's a letter, so I would not. That's coward talk. This would, like, hold you in its arms lovingly, okay? The letter L would take. But R on the other. We'll get to R. I have opinions. The letter M. Would, but, like, it's very close to being a pass. Okay? It's too, listen, I know I was talking about, like, the sharp angles on A are kind of hot. For M, it doesn't work because it does not feel like structure. It feels like it's gonna fall over at any point. I know that I am only giving it as, like, it would be, like, top of pass, but I'm putting it bottom of smash, because my name's Moonlight. That's it. In pass, but it can be, like, top of pass. You can get to top of pass. Alright, good sure. Bye, Primy. Thank you for stopping in. But yes, N is just M, but worse, you know? And I shouldn't have to say this, both M and N, lowercase, are just the baby version of M and N. So they go down here. They're just M and N, but round. Which I prefer. Honestly, the round shape is better for me, but like, I can't look at them and not just think that's just the baby version of the capital letter, you know? O. See, the thing with O is it's too easy. It's too, like, it's too obvious. Like, of course it has to go in Smash, but, like, come on. O doesn't love you. O will never love you. It will not take you. It's just here for a good time. Like, it'll get a Smash, but, like, come on. You know? It's, like, fine. Whatever. And then, obviously, lowercase o is a baby. It's just O, but small. P. No. Okay, here's the thing. P is basically just up here with B and D. So yes, it is a smash. But like it's a low smash, you know? Honestly, we can move these over here because we're gonna have more letters up top. It's like a low smash. And then obviously lowercase p is just P but small. Now, Q. Would. Q is like if O is O but like hot, you know? O is like the easy choice. Q is like O but like it, you know, you actually would want to. O will say yes no matter what, no matter who you are. Q might reject you, and that's hot to me. I like the chase. Q might say no, which puts it higher. You know? Lowercase q is not the same shape as Q. I'm gonna say it, it's not. Because let me get back to the writing layer. Okay, actually, let's use a pen that isn't gigantic. Okay. Q, uppercase Q, you do that, right? That's, ignore, I did it with a mouse, it's fine. This is, like, as a shape, this is fine, whatever. This is a different shape. This is a whole different guy, right? Which is why lowercase q, it's like the same shape as these, but when I write the letter Q, when I write the letter B, it's basically just this. When I write the letter D, it's basically just this. When I write the letter P, it's basically just this. When I write Q, it's fancy. It's got that swirl at the bottom. Q is higher. Q gets up here. In fact, I think lowercase q better than uppercase q. It's pretty. It's fancy. It knows what it wants. R would. R actually, I hate that I have to move them all individually, and it's gonna continue to be a problem the whole time. R? Yes. Would. R? Honestly? No, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna switch R and A. I think R is better than A. I think R is like A, but like, it's softer. Like, A will take care of you, but it's structured. It's not gonna, like, show much affection, even when it's taking... R will show you affection. The music is so dramatic. Maybe I should skip ahead a bit. I let it go when it was just making me sound like a clown. Anyway. R... Would. I'm sorry. Lowercase r is a pass. It is not a baby. It is not even close to the same shape as R, but it just doesn't... Like, it has nothing going for it, you know? Like, what's it got going for it that any other letter couldn't give you, right? S would. Come on. You're gonna look at me and tell me that you wouldn't say yes to S if it asked you out. Like, it is... It's beauty, it's grace. it cares about you, you know? Actually, you know what? That's not true. I'm lying to you. S doesn't care about you. S will never care about you. But you're gonna say yes. We all know you're gonna say yes, right? Like, that's the catch of the century right there. But it's, as a lover, not as good, you know? And then obviously lowercase s is just S but small. T? No. Sorry, T's a pass for me. It doesn't got anything going for it. This guy's just gonna fall over. This is a pillow princess. Maybe you want a pillow princess. I don't. This T's not gonna do anything for you. T does not care about you. Like, maybe you want to flip it over, whatever, but like, that's your purview. It's not for me. Lowercase t, honestly, it is a different enough shape, but I still think it's a baby. I still think that's baby. That's a baby. Which, honestly, we can just go ahead and put the remaining letters down here, because all of these are also... These are all the same shape, except Y. I'm gonna make an argument about Y later. But Y is a pass, but maybe. But it doesn't really feel like the same letter to me. Like, this does not feel like Y but baby, because we'll get the pen back out. Uppercase Y is like this. You know, you fucking, if I can draw. Uppercase Y, you do this, right? Lowercase y, you do this. Those are two different letters. Those are two different guys, okay? So we'll get to Y. But U is like C. It's got nothing going for it. So it's a pass. V, it's like U. It's gonna be higher than U, because it's got a little bit more going for it, but honestly, it's still not as good. No, it doesn't really do it for me. Now, W is like M. W and M are like the same. They can go together down here, you know? I don't have a lot to say about W that I didn't... Like, anything I have to say about W, I would also say about M. I'm gonna put W actually below M. I think M's a little hotter, you know? Now, X. X doesn't want you. X will never want you, but also I would. Absolutely. I can't... Listen, I can't justify this one. X will never say yes to me, but if it did, please, you know? Hands together, begging on my knees, please. Y? Y is a pass. This is why I brought up the fact that the lowercase is a different letter, because uppercase Y is a pass for me. It just doesn't have anything. It doesn't have any elegance. It doesn't have any it's just V, but like with an extra line. Come on. I know that there are people who are like, yeah, but look at the shape of Y. That's hot. It doesn't do it for me. Lowercase y, though, I like how fancy it is. I like how, I like the fanciness of it. It looks like it would take care of itself. Like, Y is just gonna, like, throw on the same shirt every day and go out. Which, mood, me too, but I don't want that in a partner. Lowercase y takes care of its appearance. It has, like, a skincare routine, you know? And Z... See, Z is just N on its side. These are the same guys. These are brothers. Or sisters. Or siblings. Whatever. These are the same. So, yeah, Z's just gonna go here. Okay, so let's actually organize these if I still feel the same. You know what? I actually think uppercase H is better than uppercase F. I'm gonna give it that. I think R is way lower than I put it. T, honestly, yeah, no, T is like end of the line. Like V, Y, U, they're like not egregious in any way. I I do think U, it's the hottest of the three. Like, I'd think about it, even if I'm gonna say no. T sucks. Sorry. And C, I just hate for personal reasons. This is my personal enemy. So I'm gonna put it like these three go down here, and they're fine, but I personally never. I don't know why our neighbor's dog is so mad. Maybe it has opinions about the alphabet too. G, obviously, that's the love of my life right there. G, wood. R, absolutely. Yes, L. A. Lowercase g above S. Yes, I stand by that. I do. I think B's gotta be above I, actually. I gotta give it to it. B is above I. Then I. D, honestly, below Q. I actually think D is below lowercase q. This is... It's just not as hot. Uppercase Q, I actually think lowercase y is above uppercase Q. Like, it's a little hotter. And then B, D, P, they're like the same. These are all the same to me. I do think, honestly, B is the hottest. Which means D is like the same, but I think I just like the letters that face the way you read. So I'm gonna give it to that. Oh, the dog's probably freaking out because my dad's home. So he was walking to his room. Or out to the shed, I mean. Anyway, X is low, but it gets there. Oh, also low. Like, yeah, in order, this is how this looks to me. For this, I think that's fine. And then these don't, the order here doesn't matter because those are all baby. Now, special, I didn't mean to do that. Special guest, we have all of the numbers. Come here. We have all the numbers. And I will actually talk about the numbers here. I'm gonna not rank them in comparison to the letters directly. Like, I'm not gonna reorder this for the numbers, but I will tell you where they sit. I'm gonna start out of order with these because I just want to say the number 8 is going to go really high. Like, I just want to warn you, this is my favorite number of all time. It's getting a smash. But we'll start over here with 1. Pass. Sorry, I just can't. It's too basic. It's too basic. It's not hot. I do like the number 1 when you write it, when you do this stuff. That's nice. It's nice. It's pretty. It's not my type. Okay? Like, it doesn't do it for me. 2, however, would. I'm leaving some space because, like I said, I already know someone's gonna go up there. But the number 2, yes. Beautiful, elegant, but structured. You know, it's elegant. It's like the letter S if it, like, actually would, like, ask you out and mean it. The letter S is beautiful. It's too good for you. The number 2 is not too good. Like, it knows that you're a person and it cares about you. 3 also would. 3 is okay. 3 is like E if it was hot, you know. I mean, I said E is hot, but like if it was pretty. Like, E is hot, it's like handsome. 3 is beautiful, you know. 4, see, 4 is a pass. 4 has the same thing going where there's multiple ways to write it and none of them are attractive. Honestly, I'm gonna say 4 is like a really low pass. Like, if I was ranking it against the letters, it'd be like barely above T, you know. 5, I mean, 5 is just, it's got the same thing going for it as 2, but I'm gonna put it a little bit lower because the structures up top, it doesn't feel certain. You know, it feels like it'll topple over at any time. It doesn't feel like it'll take care of you properly. Now 6 would. I actually think 2 is better than 6, but I think 6 is still pretty good. 6 is still pretty hot for a number. 7 is a pass, but I think 7's a little better than 1. I think 7's a little hotter than 1. It's got less of the problems. Like the only real change you can make to a 7 is that little line right in the middle, and that just makes it like that's just like it's dressing up for you, you know. 7 is like a pass, but I'd think about it. Whereas like 4 is just a straight up pass. 7's like I'd consider it before saying no. 8 is the love of my life. It goes up here. Honestly, 8 is higher than G. Like if we're ranking it against the letters, 8 wins. But I mean, it's perfect. Like if you write an 8 correctly, it's perfectly symmetrical. Yes, I watched Soul Eater and it fundamentally changed me as a person. 8 is that girl or that guy or that NB. 8 is the I'm flustered. 8 is yeah, 8 is just that hot. You have to say yes to 8. I have to at least. 9 is just okay. Let's not put them right next to each other like that. We'll put them in the other order, but 9 and 6 are the same letter. I do think okay, unfortunately, I have to put them in this order because 6 is definitely more of a wood than 9 because it feels more balanced. 9 feels like it's gonna fall over. Same, like it's got the 5 issue. Honestly, you know what? We can do it like this. It'll make it better. Yeah. Yeah, it's got the same problem, except 9's too top heavy. And 0 is just the letter O. 0 is just the letter O. It gets the same ranking. So, that's the definitive list. That's how they rank. I don't think I can justify any of this any more than that. But am I wrong? No. If you can't see the vision, I don't know what to tell you, because obviously this makes perfect sense. And is the definitive ranking of all of these letters. It's still snowing outside, but it's not any better. Sorry, I was being given something and I didn't have the chance to pause. Anyway, all of that is to say, that's my very correct and perfect opinions on the letters of the alphabet and how hot they are. And the numbers, I guess. Honestly, I could do this with other languages. It wouldn't even take that long. Well, some of them. Some of them got a lot of letters. Like if I was doing Japanese, I'd have to be like, okay, katakana exclusively first, and then hiragana, and then I don't even think I could start kanji. You know, I don't even think we could start. That'd be like a whole series. Um, I think probably the easiest would be like Korean, because one, I know what each of those which each of the letters is. Like I know what sound they make, and also they're all very square, with like a couple exceptions. Like the like S equivalent would be, let me just say, high smash. Anyway, that didn't take as long as I thought it would, so I'm gonna have to find something else to do for the day. But for YouTube, that'll be it. That's where I will end it. Thank you for watching my very cool real ranking of the letters of the alphabet, and if I would smash or pass them, please tell me what your biggest smash or pass. Actually, what's the one that would get like a absolutely not from you, as far as like the path? Like for me, it's J and K for reasons. What are your like? I can't do that one. No, absolutely not. And then what's your ultimate smash? Like for me, it's G or the number 8. You know, let me know. Thank you for watching. Remember to do all the YouTube stuff, I guess. Like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, where you can suggest that I do other weird things like this.